I've just got something cool to show you guys. So this isn't really anything like important. This isn't something you can go buy or anything. It's just something cool. But I guess if you've got a 3D printer, maybe you'll be able to do this too. So a lot of people don't like the bumper that came with the original Surface Duo. They don't like the way that it's shaped. They don't like that weird strip on the back side that keeps it from folding all the way around flat. There's just problems with it. I didn't like that every time I pulled it out of my pocket, it would pull the pocket lining out of my pocket. That was super annoying. So someone on Reddit, a guy by the name of Adam James Reese, also shared some concerns, some problems that they had with the original Surface Duo bumper, and they thought about printing one, 3D printing their own bumper. And I think that this was probably based on another thing that I showed you guys the other day, that you could actually go on eBay and buy one similar to this. But he said, let's take it up a notch and let's 3D print this bad boy out of metal. And so then they posted their images here of what that actually looks like. And goodness gracious, does that look really, really cool? Am I crazy, or does that look really, really cool? I love that they've added the pin loop here. It just kind of gives it like an industrial look to it. It would be really cool too if this was like maybe like painted or something too in some way. But I just think that it looks really neat. Look at these buttons. The buttons look really good. I wonder how they feel. I guess they would be pushing through and clicking against the original buttons, so they should be relatively clicky. So there's lots of people asking questions in here. Take my money, and they're saying, well, evidently it's relatively expensive to be to 3D print something in metal, but they are willing apparently to share the CAD file so that you can 3D print it yourself. I have somehow exited that thread completely. Let's keep going here. Now, as cool as this looks, like there's reasons why these phones are made of what they're made of, right? Like I've said in the past, it would have been really cool to have had like a full magnesium Surface Duo, like the original Surface devices. You know, they went with glass and plastic instead, and there are reasons for that. And I believe there was a comment from Daniel Rubino here that really sums this up well, as this person basically shares the same opinion as what I was saying. Oh, it would be really cool if it was made of metal. What Daniel says, though, is that the problem is weight and reception. The rails, the edge there, are where the antennas are. So they can't be made of something that's going to block cellular reception. So by putting this metal on the outside, it is possible that his cellular reception is going to get a little bit worse. And then the question of does it actually protect the device is also one that I would wonder about too, because it almost reminds me of like cars back in the olden days, ye olden day cars before they had crumple zones and so forth. The old Oldsmobiles everybody drove around, Buicks and so forth, these like 5,000-pound hunks of steel that when you'd wreck them, the car would hold up really well, but everybody inside would get just bashed around and killed. And now cars, they hit something and the car takes the damage. They crumple up, right? But it saves the inside. Well, the bumpers on Duo and Duo 2, I've dropped my Duo 2 and there's a dent in the bumper now. It actually dented in. And I think that's like a crumple zone on a car, right? I think that that's going to dent a little bit to save the car. And I wonder, metal like that, does that have proper cushion to absorb the blow, or is it just going to transfer that energy into the rest of the device and break just as if there was no bumper on? These are valid concerns to have, I believe. But at any rate, very cool. I'm going to copy this link. I'm going to put it in the description so you can go look at it yourself, get in on the conversation. Very, very cool thing from Adam James Reese on Reddit. Guys, I'll see you on the next one, and until next time, stay nerdy, my friend.